Hi, this is Dev Pirates Radio, a podcast about tackling various development challenges to help us push our limits. We come up with challenges and then complete them and talk about how they were solved every other week. We encourage anyone who's interested in playing around in programming, game development, writing, and various other challenges to join in the fun. My name's Pete, and with me as always is Matt.
Hi, my name's Matt.
Hi. Sorry, my audio cut out on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't hear you. So yeah, today we are talking about our game dev challenge for creating an enemy in our game. Should I start, Matt?
I guess it doesn't matter who starts.
Yeah.
So
Your audio cut out again.
well, this was a big challenge because it was design, create art assets, and then create.
Yes, and then create a game object. Is that what you were saying?
That's what I said.
Okay. Sorry, your audio is cutting out, so I was just filling in the blank there. So yes, I agree that it was a big development thing. We probably need to break these up a bit more in the future. I think you were saying. I would agree.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to only be a few hours, and this one took a lot of hours.
Yeah. Well, and once you see my art, you will see that it's I did very minimal on everything, including the programming. So you will see just how limited I had to go just to be able to get it done in the limited amount of time I had. Okay. So I created this little hat dude. And the hat dude has 3 different sprites. So there's all the way down, halfway up, and all the way up. When he pops up, he shoots a bullet. I guess I'll run through this once just to show what it's like. So I did get actually my animations moving. So if you get it to overlap properly, I think I was telling you earlier I had overlapping issues. So he's on a loop. So that's me dead. I can't hit controls anymore. So he's on a loop. Here we go. Hatter 2. I call him Hatter 2 because Hatter 1 failed.
My audio's still cutting out. I don't know what's going on. This is getting annoying.
I'm sorry, but that sucks. So carrying on. So every 2 seconds he changes his state. He goes from, so that's what the delay right there is. He goes to switch states, goes from hiding to shooting to opening to shooting to closing. There might be a better way to do that in the future, but I think we already talked about being in a rush. Okay, so this is updating the animation. This probably shouldn't be here. This should actually be handled in the state change, but this is where I put it in a hurry. So whenever he's all the way open and he's in the shooting state, I take his location and then I transform it, and then I added this projectile movement, which gave me these fun little options to do here. Obviously, he can only shoot left right now. His velocity is -500 on the X. So didn't quite get it all the way done where he's tracking or anything like that, but I can add in stuff to alter that in the future. I did update my player, as you can see. My animations work now. I had some issues where my blueprints weren't lining up the way I thought they would, so I got that fixed as well. Okay.
I also noticed your background is updated a little bit.
Yeah, I got tired of the old crappy one, so I made it a water background. Okay, The other element that I
I would just
made
grab
was,
like a background from anywhere. There's a lot of free background.
that's true. That's true. I could get one from anywhere. So this is the bullet that the Hatter spawns and shoots at me, and then whenever it's hit is when it activates essentially the same thing that the spikes do. I should probably turn that into a function. That way I can just say on hit and then pass in a variable. But I'll work on that some other day. So that is all I did. Very minimal, like I said. But it works. Yay. All right. Matt, it is your turn. If you are ready. I cannot hear you.
Sorry, you're freezing on my end. I barely caught any of that.
Sorry. Well, I'm done. You go.
All right, let me share my screen. Share the screen. All right, so, I guess I'll show my,
There we go.
so sharing my screen. The stop sharing button. All right, so I have my guy. Well, I drew this, and I drew a few other ones first, but I eventually went back to this guy right here.
Okay.
So I went through a few different designs on that. The basic design was he bites the direction that the guy goes in. So if the guy goes left, he's supposed to bite to the left. The guy's on the right, he's supposed to bite to the right. So I had to do 4 different animations for it, which was kind of time consuming, especially since it's not my cup of tea, since I haven't done anything like that before. So I should go here real quick. What the fuck? All right, back.
Yeah.
Yay! For some reason, my Wi-Fi just decided to poop out for a while.
Oh, fun.
This is getting annoying. That's the wrong one. All right. So, hey, I said refresh.
I'm not able to see your video update at all.
How about now? Now?
Wonder if it's just me, but I know I can't see it.
It's showing its update on my screen.
Interesting. Sure. Okay. Updates online. Present to everyone. Stop. Interesting. All
One
right.
animation for attacking up and down, right and left,
Okay.
and an idle animation. And I don't suppose it's sharing yet.
I don't see anything.
It says I'm screen sharing.
All
right. And then I created an object, pretty much the same as the Baum Viper. Call this one the Baum Tiger. And I had to
Okay. Okay.
do a few more boxes for collisions. And it does pretty much the same thing for the state. You'll do the animation based on which direction it's facing and whether it's biting or not. And then have the little guy right here in my level. Just going to assume people can see it.
Yeah, we can see it now.
And I have you see the 4 boxes around him. Those are the ones that should trigger the events. They do not seem to be working at present.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But I also have a few issues I have to resolve. I'm not sure exactly what they are yet. Looks like only the left attack triggers. I have to figure out what's going on with that.
That's cool, though. It looks good.
And I'll have to fix its offset, too. And so that was it.
Nice.
That is actually about 12 hours of work, I think.
Most of it on art, probably, right?
Yeah. I was only able to spend like 2 hours on the actual programming.
Yeah. Well, my art only took about an hour.
Right. What's a cute little guy, little Mega Man-ish.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for. So yeah, cool. Let's move on to the next challenge, or did you want to go into any research or whatever we did?
I didn't really do any research on this one because I've already done most of the back end work for characters.
Right. I didn't really do any research either because I'd already dealt with that kind of stuff too. All that stuff it was just doing it again in a different way, I guess. So I didn't really do any research.
Yeah. And I don't know, it was fun, but it was I think we need to scale them down a little bit. It should represent about 6 hours of work. And I feel like this one would have taken most noobish developers a bit longer than 6 hours.
Yeah.
Even moderate developers maybe, because it was the whole thing. It was design, create art assets, and then incorporate and program the character. It was a bit too much.
I guess that's why I went with something so minimal, is because I knew it would have been just way out of the scope for me if I hadn't.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, it was a pretty tough challenge, and game development is very intense.
Yeah. Out of all of the programming stuff we do, these game dev challenges are the hardest.
Yeah.
So,
for my next challenge,
Oh, Rocky, that trick never works.
it's just going to be a brute force challenge. I'm just going to give a 5 character passwords, but it's going to be an MD5, and then you're just going to brute force it to try and figure out what is going on.
cool. Sounds awesome. You just gonna do one, or are you gonna do a bunch?
I'm just going to do one.
Okay.
This shouldn't take too long to program, because it's just going to be MD5ing, and then you're just going to do whatever method you want to brute force the password. I'm going to limit it to alphanumeric.
Okay.
We can throw in special symbols late, like if you wanted to really do brute force, but I'm just going to leave the password alphanumeric. It's only going to be 5 characters. This is just to test a brute forcing method. I didn't want it to take 18 hours for you to crack it.
Right. Because even John the Ripper would take forever if you use an 18 character password.
Yeah. Well, anything would take forever for that.
Yeah. So, yeah, sounds like fun.
And then let's go quickly to our project recap, or our weekly status updates.
Erky,
All right, first, what we did.
what did you do?
Oh, we missed a week.
Oh, yeah, we
right,
did.
We did during lunch.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Didn't write it down. I'll have to catch
Right.
that one up later. All right. So Gears of Fate. No one did anything on that. I'll
Mm-mm.
continue in hopes that we will do it. Some on it this week.
Yeah.
We only have till the end of the year.
Right.
I suppose we both worked on Dev Pirates this last week. And
Yeah.
today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nerd and Loathing. We worked on it 2 weeks ago, but not.
Yeah, not last week.
Don't have anything last week. We're doing it tomorrow.
Right.
No One Can Hear You.
I didn't do any writing on that.
All right. I'll put you on for next week to do something. Endangered Kingdoms. I actually have done 0 work on it in the last week.
You're
Not
busy
good.
doing other stuff. No, well, I mean, like you said, we took 12 hours doing this challenge, so.
Yeah. And then I was also working on Ride. All right. And then Zombie King. We did work on that a little bit, and we're going to be working on it again.
Indeed, we are.
I think that's it for our status update.
Awesome.
Oh, I guess for Ride, Zone 2 is done. I think I said that last time. And I've got 2 enemies down, probably about 8 enemies down for Zone 3, with only one more boss to go after the one I'm currently working on.
Nice.
I just need to get his shooting thing done, and then I need to start on the last boss, and then once I get that done, then level design, then backgrounds, and then it's good to go.
Nice.
I do the backgrounds last because I have to spawn them, and I want them to last as long as the level.
Ah, that makes sense. And no longer, right? So that you conserve memory and all that.
Well, yeah, it's just kind of a waste if it lasts longer.
Right. All right. Well, party on.
Yay.
Bye.